Hey guys, mwah. So today we are reviewing the new Jade X Beauty Bay palette. So she's brought out a palette with Beauty Bay. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't listen to Little Mix. I didn't even know that's who she was. When they brought out the thing, I was like, who's Jade? I'm not a Little Mix fan, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really like into pop music, like that kind of stuff really, but the palette looked absolutely stunning and Beauty Bay have very kindly sent it to me. So you know, I put on my story, did you guys want to see a review? And you guys want to see a review and and you want to see swatches. So I'm gonna have to swatch this massive freaking palette. I don't even know how many, like probably what, 42 shades, 42, 46 or something like that in this palette. So let's just not waste time, let's just get into this video. So the PR box is super cute. It opens at the side, and then when you open it, oh, it has like a little astrology chart, which is super cute. Like astrology is like kind of the theme, I guess, for the palette. And how cute is that? It's got like a little chart. And I'm actually an Aquarius. She's an Aquarius with a Libra moon, and then I'm a rising Scorpio. So you know, watch out. She don't play games. But yeah, which is super cute. And then you go like this, and then there's just a little note, and here is the palette. So just on the note, it just said, it's time to indulge your zodiac obsession, inspired by my passion for astrology and spirituality. This 42 shade palette has been packed with cosmic mattes and crystallized shimmers to help you create endless celestial looks. You're going to look out of this world, Jade X. And it says here that Jade is a Capricorn with a rising Libra and a Capricorn moon. Oh, she got all that Capricorn in her chart. So the palette retails for £30, 42 shades of eyeshadow for £30. That's like what, like less than 50p a shadow? Like that's insane. That's so good. And Beauty Bay's formula is really good. I do really like their palettes. I like most of their stuff that they bring out. So then the palette comes in a super cute box with a little note on the back that's, what's your sign, hun? It says, what's your sign, hun? Over the moon to have created this palette with Beauty Bay. All 42 shades were lovingly created to represent my passion for crystal spiritual astrology and believing that the universe has a gorgy path for all of us. So many out of this world looks can be created using all these cosmic colors. Can't wait to see how you use them. Hope you love my shady Jadey palette as much as I do. Oh, that's really cute. Obviously, like I don't know her, I don't follow her, I don't know her personality, but like that was a cute note, and like I feel like that gave you a really good taste for what she is like and whatever. And so the palette just looks like this, same as the carton. It does have like raised and glittery, like I think that's a sun or a planet or something. And then this bit where it says Jade here is like that glossy finish. And then here we have the palette. Now when I look at it, I kind of see two separate palettes, like the top three and the bottom three kind of give me a very different vibe, but that's kind of good because I feel like there is something for everyone. Like if you look at this, there's your browns and your reds, but there's your blues, there's your pinks. There kind of is like a vibe for everyone. What drew me to this palette was definitely this section here. Like I love some cool tones and some neutral tones, and I love that they're included in this palette. And there is a black eyeshadow as well, and I feel like the right amount of shimmers. There's not too many shimmers, there's like the perfect amount. So let's get to swatching. So I'm going to start off here and just go down row by row. So first of all, we have Good Vibes Only, which is a matte. It's very close to my skin shade. And then we have Tarot, which is a brownie, like a bricky kind of, I don't know, like a clay kind of colour. And then we have Dawn, which is an orange. And then we have Red Planet, which is a red. Oh, that looks really nice. And then we have Space Jam, which is a really bright red. Then we have What's Your Sign, Hun, which is a beautiful shimmer shade. Beauty Bay shimmer shades are stunning. And then we have Angel of the North, which is like a burgundy colour. And then we have Halo. And then we have 2222, which is like a neon shade. And then we have Sand Dancer, which is kind of like a shimmery version of 2222. And then we have Affirmation, which is like a nude kind of colour. And then we have Milky Way, which is like an iridescent pink kind of shade. And then we have Ethereal, which is a lilac shade. And Natural Beauty, which is like a peach shade. Soulmate, which is a neutral purple. Galactic, which is like a metallic purple. So we have Alien, which is a straight up gold shimmer. We have Retrograde, which is a bright pink. Rose Quartz, and this is like a rosy pink. Love Aura, which is like a bright metallic pink. Starry Eyed, which is a brown metallic. Intention, which is like a cream colour. And Confetti, which is a metallic silver. Okay, my hand is seriously glittery now, but we have Northern Star, which is like a cobalt blue. Sunshine Skin, which is a very dark gold. Nefertiti, which is a neutral brown. Heritage, which is a shimmery brown. Capricorn, which is a deep neutral brown. Zodiac, which is a dark teal. And Head in the Clouds, which is a light blue. We have Horizon, Serenity, and Jaded. Jaded is like a full mermaid vibes. And then we have Full Moon, which is like a yellow cream kind of shade. And now we are on the last row, so we have Mother Earth, which is like a greeny gold. Orion, which is a kayaki, and Chakra, which is a like little brown moment, which is very close to my skin tone. And then we have Celestial, which is a dark blue. Crystal Clear, which is a shimmery blue. Tourmaline, which is a black. And Moonlit, which is a dark shimmery blue. Okay, so that is every single shade swatched. Like, swatching them just made me like this palette. I'm super excited. I am going to try and use like as many colors I can, like colors as I can, but like still make a cohesive look. There are definitely a few that stood out to me that I really want to try. So I found this look on my Explorer page. She's a super talented artist. I'm terrible at people's like Instagram name. Alice Gertie Alice Gertie MU, I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, please if I butchered it, I'm so sorry. But yeah, she's a super talented artist, and I saw this look and I really want to do something like this, but do it so it's like one color here and another color actually in the shape, just so I can utilize quite a few colors. So like ones that have definitely stood out to me that I definitely want to try and use is this one right here, 2222. I definitely want to use that, and I definitely want to dip into some blues as well. So yeah, let's just like, let's just have a crack. Let's just have a crack at it, I guess. Let's just have a crack at it. So I'm going to start off with my Beauty Bay eyeshadow base. So this is in shade 3. So I'm just going to pop some of this on. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first with Nefertiti, then Chakra, and then 2222, just for that little circle blend here. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, let's do it. So I am just taking my Jaclyn Hill X Morphe JH42 brush. Like, come on, this brush just for like little small blends is just perfect. I love it for packing on shadow. So I'm just going to start off with the darkest color, which is Nefertiti, and I am just going to start drawing just like a little circle just here in that shape. Okay, just like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna clean the brush off on my very used and abused flannel that I use for cleaning off brushes. And then I am just going to skim along the edges, just very gently back and forth, just like shuffling, and start to blend that out. just with the same brush, I'm just going to take Chakra and start stamping that on, half on the shadow that we just put on and blend it out, and half off. And then just clean that brush off and just the same thing, just blend her out. And then I'm going to take 2222 and start stamping that half on, half off. And then just start blending that out and up into the brow as well, because we've hit the brow now. And then I'm just going to get a little blending brush. This one's just one from Unicorn Cosmetics, and just get a little bit of that 2222 shade, and just make sure that that is all really nice and blend it out. I'm just going to take that same brush and go back in with Chakra and then go back in with Nefertiti and just re-intensify a little blend. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I did have a little bit of trouble blending like the brown into the 2222 shade, but when I swatched the 2222 shade, that's why I wanted to use it, because I really wanted to see how blendable it was. And it is a little bit of a struggle. It does take a little bit of finesse to blend colors seamlessly into it, but it blended out nice, like just on my bare skin. So I would say just be careful with the shade, and like just really take your time. Like I feel like it was a little bit hard, but like I just really took my time, went in there with my blending brush, and I've got like a really nice blend. So now I am gonna cut that. So I'm gonna take my Ultra Plant from Lush. I am allergic to petroleum, which is the main ingredient in Vaseline, so I use this. So I'm just gonna take this just on a little crease brush. So I actually like using a Unicorn Cosmetics brush that is from the same collection as that blending brush I just used, because it's quite stiff. I like quite a stiff brush for this. So I'm literally just gonna go in and carve out our shape. And then I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just get all of that excess product that is left on my lid off. And then I'm going to take my Doll Beauty DB11 brush, and I am just going to put some eyeshadow base back on my eye. So I am going to also put some base on my under eye, because I'm going to do my under eye as well as the rest of my lid. Oh, this brush I keep using as well is one from a brand called Jordan. I just never pronounce French words. Jordan Petrie, I think. Oh god. But yeah, it's like this purple little brush, and it's a J07. It's really nice and soft. I really like it for blending out my eye base. Oh my god, I just looked at the picture and I realised that it like this bit like flicks up, so I am just gonna flick this bit up. So I'm just gonna like see on my eye, because I've got hooded eyes. I'm just gonna wax some product just here and look up and see where my eye kind of needs that to go. Yes, that is me just, you know, plodding along with a look, like not even looking at my reference picture. Okay, perfect. So just like that, just blend all of that base that again. And I think I'm gonna go for some blue colors. I think that will be super, super cute because I really liked the color Jaded, the shivers and stuff. So I think I'm gonna like, yeah, let's do like some blue blends. So I am going to take a little Morphe brush again, and I'm gonna start off with Celestial, which is the darkest blue. And I'm just gonna, just using my lower eye socket for reference, start bringing that out in like a wing shape, and then bringing it back in, and then fill that little shapey in. The shade's packed on quite nicely. There is some fallout. There's not too much kickback in the pan or anything like that. So when they're normally like that, they should kind of just dust off. So let me see if it will. Kind of, not really. It is a dark blue, so I think that was a bit apprehensive of me. But yeah, so once that is on, I am just gonna clean my brush off and then just start shimmying along the edges and just blending that out. I'm not gonna touch this bit here. I'm just gonna touch this bit and this bit here, just shimmying along. And then I'm going to take Head in the Clouds, which is a lighter blue, and just stamp that half on, half off. Just doing that only in the areas that I blended. And just clean off the brush and blend her out. So I'm just going to take some Head in the Clouds just on a little blending brush and just make sure that that blend is nice, because it's kind of sticking a little bit. This blue is kind of a bit sticky to the base, so it's not blending out as much as I would like it to. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the colour Serenity, which is like a greeny kind of blue. And just kind of blend that in there as well. Yeah, this colour is a lot nicer, like a lot easier to blend. I'm not sure why that other one, that blue, was so hard to, it was quite hard to blend. Blues are really hard to make typically. So, but like it wasn't like terrible. I'm like, not like about to throw the palette on the floor, which I have been known to do when a palette really offends me, you know. But this one blends a lot nicer, a lot easier. So then I'm going to go back in with the darkest blue Celestial that we used and just re-intensify that. Okay, once that's done and I am happy with that, I'm then going to go into the black shade and just deepen just a little bit here, kind of sticking to like a little wing. That black's really nice. It blends nice and easily, goes on nice and easily, and still keeps its own. Like, I always hate it when a palette has a bad black eyeshadow. There is nothing worse than a bad black eyeshadow. Now that I'm happy with that, I'm going to go in with some shimmers. So I'm going to start off with this little section here. So I'm going to go in with a Molly O'Brien Jade brush. And I'm going to go in with the Jade color. Oh my god, Jade brush with a J. I feel like this looks really cool because it looks like a planet and then like the skyline or something. I'm like, huh, yeah, I'll totally match it. Totally go to the celestial theme and whatever. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Milky Way, which is like an iridescent pink, and I'm just gonna pack that up the top. So I'm just gonna get a smaller brush. I'm just gonna take a Dull Beauty DB14 brush and do that. Okay, that shade is quite like crumbly in the pan, like it has crumbled a little bit. It's very like reminiscent for me of the Made by Mitchell, like when Beauty Bay did a collab with Mitchell, the palette for that, like how the shimmers are in that. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Sand Dancer and just place that here on the inner corner. And I'm just gonna go back in with Jade and just make sure that she's still present and accounted for, you know. Okay, and then I've been dying to use the gold, which is called Alien, so I'm just gonna run that under here. That gold is stunning. Like, I can't even deal. And then I'm gonna take Sunshine Skin and just go on that little bit of my under eye. And then finally I'm gonna take Zodiac and just blend that in there. So I'm just going to take my Made by Mitchell Graph ink in Milk, and I am just going to do the liner, and I will be right back. Okay, so that is all on. This is looking stunning. I am obsessed with how this has turned out. Like, she's a moment, she's a vibe, she's here to stay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean up this bit here. So I'm just going to take my eyeshadow base on the back of my hand and take my Doll Beauty the B11 brush and just clean her up. And then I'm just going to take a Full Moon on a fluffy brush and just set that little bit there. That's just like not been set by eyeshadow basically. And then you know what, I feel like getting fancy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mixing palette and I'm going to take the shade 2222 and just like scrape some onto my mixing palette. So it's just like that. And then I'm going to take some of my Inglot Duraline, and basically what I'm going to do is just put a couple drops in that, mix it, and then I'm going to actually use it as a bottom lash mascara. So I've got that all ready. I'm just going to put some white mascara like for a base so the colour really pops, and then like you also get like that thickening of the lash with coloured mascara. Go in with the little concoction I made. Just like that, and how sick do they look? So I'm just going to take a Beauty Bay eye pencil. This one is in the shade Vanilla and it's just like a nude, and I'm just going to put that along my waterline. So I'm just going to take my Doll Beauty lashes in Selena and some black lash glue and just knock everything over my desk, but yeah, just pop them on. Just like that, and I am just gonna do the other eye and my face, and then we'll be back for the final look, for our final thoughts and everything. But yeah, I'm obsessed with how this looks. Pray for me that I'm gonna be able to do the other eye the same, so at least they look like they're related, but I will be back in a sec. Okay, so I have finished. I've done everything and I'm obsessed with how this look has turned out. Like, can we just take a moment to appreciate my face right now? But no, the palette is really nice. Like, £30, you can't go wrong. 42 shades for £30. Like, I only struggled to blend like 2 shades and that was it. Other than that, it was really good. I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. Is it my favorite Beauty Bay palette? Probably not. The bright rainbow one's probably my favorite, but this is really nice. I would say this comes probably my favorite after the rainbow one, so it's like beat like the wilderness palette and everything for me. So yeah, if you were humming and hawing and thinking about getting it, I would definitely advise getting it. The shimmers in it are stunning. I used the gold alien as highlighter, and oh honey, but yeah, if you were thinking about getting it, definitely get her. She's stunning. Like, just look at that color story. I love it. I am obsessed, and I'm obsessed with how this look turned out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you are having a great lunch, brunch, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye guys. Swatching is hard work.